What's up guys, and welcome to this video. This video is a full review of the Sennheiser Momentum on-ear headphones. Now there are actually two types of Sennheiser Momentum headphones. There are these ones, the on-ears, but then there's also the over-ears as well. The over-ears are slightly larger than these and arguably have slightly higher quality drivers in, whereas these are a bit smaller, have less sound isolation, but then they are a fair amount cheaper too. Now I'll talk about the differences properly a little bit later in the video, but what actually are these headphones and who are they aimed at? Well, the good thing about these headphones is the fact that they are cheaper than the Sennheiser Momentums, but they're still not a cheap set of headphones. These are a luxury set of headphones. And if we actually start by looking at them, you'll see that it's this nice aluminum finish on the sides. We've got the Sennheiser logo both on either end of the product. It's like a nice sort of suede sort of finish on the top and on the buds themselves. The buds will actually angle, and so you can get the perfect fit to whatever head you have. They do like a rotation, almost like 360 degrees. They don't go actually that much, but there is quite a noticeable difference compared to headphones that don't do that. There's a microphone on the inline cable. There are two different cables that come with these headphones. You've got the standard one, which is just a standard 3.5mm double-ended jack, but then you've got this one which actually has a remote on it as well, and this remote will work properly with iPhones and all the functions will work. So you've got volume up and down and then play, pause, and you can double tap that to skip to the next song or go to the previous one. If you're using an Android phone, then not all of those features will work. Tested on a Galaxy Note 4, the only one that works is the play pause button. But the inline remote should work no matter what phone you have. So these are a high quality product, and high quality headphones will require you to have a high quality DAC and for you to be listening to high quality music to get the most out of them. So if you have a computer that's pretty basic, doesn't have any sort of decent sound card or external DAC or anything, they're not going to be getting the most out of these headphones. Likewise, if you're listening to low quality MP3 files, you're not going to get the most out of them. But that's enough of that. What are the headphones like when you use them? Well, if you use them with your standard MP3s, they do sound pretty good. And I'm impressed with everything really that I listen to it. There are a few songs that I would say don't necessarily sound that good. I was walking home earlier today listening to Oasis, and some of the recordings aren't that great, and you can notice that some of the recordings aren't that great with these headphones. I think the biggest problem I have with these headphones is the fact that the volume, at least when I'm using it with my phone, is either slightly too quiet or slightly too loud. And if they're slightly too loud, you get a little bit of distortion, and if it's a bit too quiet, then obviously it's a bit too quiet. But of course that will completely depend on the device you're using, and I can't really hold that against the headphones. When you put them on, they are actually pretty comfortable to wear. Obviously it will depend on once you've adjusted the headphones to actually fit your head. They are quite adjustable. These things will actually go all the way up like that and all the way down as well. So if you've got a really massive head, that's not a problem, and if you've got a smaller head, obviously that's not a problem either. Because of the on-ear design, it means that they just sit directly on your ear, and once you've used them for, I'd say probably about a week and a half, they kind of soften up a little bit over time, and I find that actually they are incredibly comfortable to wear. If I had done this review after a few days of actually using the headphones, then I wouldn't have said that. I would have said they're actually quite uncomfortable. So it does go to show that you need to give these headphones a little bit of time to actually almost burn them in. Some people say the same for the driver as well. Personally, I've noticed pretty good consistent sound throughout. If I was being completely honest, I'd say it's probably a placebo if I was going to say that they sound better over time. They can sound pretty consistent to me. And I do most of my listening with FLACs, so free lossless audio codec files. I have listened to a couple ALACs as well, but there are a few MP3s in there as well, and I've done some streaming through Deezer. And it definitely does sound better with the FLAC files, as obviously you would expect. And likewise, I've used these headphones with my computer, which has, to be honest, a pretty bad DAC in it. I've used this with my computer with a high quality external DAC, and they sound absolutely amazing. And then I've just done most of my listening off my Samsung Galaxy Note 4, and they sound consistently good. So it does go to show that it will depend on the device you're using and the files you're using. But if I was going to quickly summarise these headphones, as you often do to a friend when they ask you, I would say actually that I am very impressed with them, and then they have grown on me over time. It wasn't a case of I would put them on and immediately I'd be blown away by how good they sound, but I would say they deliver a really good, consistent, high quality sound. And by listening to other headphones, especially headphones that are maybe slightly cheaper than these, and obviously all the way down to earphones which are a lot cheaper than these do sound genuinely a lot better than all of those. And the fact that they're comfortable and it's winter and they act as earmuffs as well is a bonus. I think that if you are going to go and spend a large amount of money on a headphones, then these headphones are actually a pretty good option. Not just because they sound great, but because they deliver a good balance between spending a lot of money without spending too much money. I have used the Momentum over-ears as well, and I can't say they sound necessarily much better, if at all. Maybe that's just because I'm used to these ones, but they are quite a bit more expensive than these ones, and they're larger, and they might fit your ears slightly better. I found that they actually didn't fit my ears as well as these do. Again, that could just be because I'm used to these ones, but I would actually recommend going with the on-ears over than the over-ears. That's just my recommendation if you're kind of tussling between the two, just because I would say that they don't sound that different, and these are a lot cheaper. So, well, they are cheaper, not necessarily a lot cheaper, but there's a significant difference in price, and for that I would say that the over-ears aren't worth it. For style though, I think hopefully you would have been able to tell from some of the close-up shots, I think they look pretty good. The headphones come in a range of colours. This one is the brown ones. Most popular, I believe, is the ivory one because they have like a nice brown finish. But you can get whatever sort of headphones will match your style, and they look very good. They do a good job of looking expensive, which is one of the reasons people will buy expensive headphones maybe. Like having a nice car that looks good from the outside. You do want them to look good and ooze style, which I would definitely say they do. And I haven't really got too many complaints with them, to be honest. The only real complaints I've had is just mainly stuff from the source I'm listening to, so maybe the track not being that good, or the actual sound quality through motherboard sound on a PC isn't necessarily that great. So they get my seal of approval, and I do recommend the Momentum on-ear headphones. It's obviously quite difficult when buying headphones to decide which ones you want, so if you can, do go and listen to them. Because even if I put a microphone to this headphones, play some music through it, it wouldn't really help you, because you need to wear them, you need to know whether they're comfortable, and you need to listen to the drivers for yourself. So if you go into a store, and there are loads of good stores that sell headphones like this, then that is going to be your best bet. So don't just take my word, do go and do some research by actually listening to the headphones before you buy them. But realistically, that is my full review of these headphones done. Of course, that's what I meant to say, but I said it horribly. Should mention that they come in this nice carry case as well. Once you've opened the box, it comes in this carry case, and then you get a spare cable. So you get the one without the remote, so that's a dual 3.5mm jack, and then you also get like a, I don't know what the right word is, like a soft case that isn't going to protect your stuff much, but it's going to make it easier for you to carry them around. So that's pretty much all I've got to say on these headphones. If you have any questions, either leave it in the comment below, or you can follow me on Twitter at PCcentric, and that's going to be the quickest way for you to get any answers you have about these headphones. I hope this review has been useful. If it has, then please hit the like button, because it lets other people know that this is a video worth watching. But of course, likewise, if this has been a waste of your time, obviously I apologise for that, but please leave a dislike and leave a comment to let you know why you disliked it. So the next review I do, hopefully, won't be, it'll be to your taste, that's what I'm trying to say. For more videos like this, do subscribe to PCcentric, because you get more videos on technology, gaming and PC related videos as well. And for anything else, like I say, hit me up on Twitter at PCcentric, that's the best place to contact me. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope the review has been useful. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.